Hello everyone, Iyad here and welcome to Iyad's Small World. So this is gonna be the first ever video of the new series called Living with A. And if you've seen the previous update vlog, yes, it is official. I'm making a new video series. I can't wait to get started. So this is the first video and it's called Living with a Dilemma in Communication. So the first symptom that I'm going to share about is on difficulty with social communication and interaction. Now, according to the website of verywellhealth.com, which is where I got the infographic from, which you can see from here. Okay, it's not really bright, but yeah, there it is. So difficulty is social communication interaction. So according to the website here, it says here that it's kind of like a major symptom that people with Asperger had to have. So for those that they need to be clarity on this, social communication refers to the ability, for example, to accurately read body language and vocal tone, infer what another person is thinking, or show appropriate emotional responses at the right time. So I'm kind of like the opposite of that. So sometimes I don't really understand what people are trying to say. Like I have a hard time understanding other people's language, even though it's in English. It's really hard. I have a struggle with understanding what they're trying to say, even with the complex social cues. Like there was one instance when I saw someone trying to do this to me, and they put this on like the lower part of the body, and then I like look at it, and then the guy like come to me and like, "Hey, you didn't look at it, ah?" I'm like, "Wait, whoa, what is going on?" I didn't do anything. What is going on? I'm like, what's happening? And when I look it up, I happen to notice that whoever did this and then put it here, and then if someone else sees that, the guy that made this thing was going to come to that person and then punch the guy in the face. Then I'm like, why is there such a thing as this? And like it kind of made sense to me then when I know about this, but then it's like, why? I mean, that's the first question that is going to come to me, like, why? So I struggle with complex social cues, like what I shared with you earlier. And sometimes I can't even understand humor, irony, romantic interest, and anger. Like sometimes it gets out of control. And at the same time, like when someone like shares a joke, no matter how complex it is, it's gonna be sometimes it can be hard for me to like get the joke from it. Like I remember I was with my friends earlier, and he shared some jokes around, and then there's one joke that I like got very confused. I'm like, bro, what are you actually saying? I'm like, I don't get it. And then I need to take more time than the others to like, get what he's trying to say. And then it's like, oh, no wonder. Like it's somehow like a late bloomer, but at the same time I have like a delayed time to understand what's going on. Sometimes when I even make my own jokes, it doesn't make sense to others as well. It's like, bro, what are you saying? I mean, I don't get your joke at all. Like, I don't understand your joke as much as you don't understand my joke. Then I'm like, okay. Like, sometimes I get offended over these things, and it's really like, very hard to take it in. In the website itself, they also quoted that when conversing or interacting with others, a person with Asperger's syndrome or ASD may stand too close to someone or talk non-stop about a topic, failing to notice the listener's boredom. So that I can agree to that, because sometimes when it's something that is very interesting to me, I can never stop talking. Like my parents once told me that I'm a chatterbox, and I'm like, okay, it kind of makes sense. I'm very talkative, and I can never stop talking. Like it's really kind of like a habit that I kind of grew up with, and now that I know about it, I'm like, should I tone it down, or is it a good thing? Like, it's fine to talk to others within a certain topic, but sometimes I feel like I need to know about whether this other person is really interested in what he's trying to say. Sometimes I struggle with that part on understanding the other people whether this guy is really interested or not. There's one time I was like trying to talk to one of my friends, but then he's taking quite some time to respond to me. I'm like, is there something that I said? Did I like offend him or something? And then when I like kind of like tried talking to him again, he finally replied to me like, oh sorry, but I was texting someone else. I'm like, oh thank God. Also in here, they also mentioned that in addition to what I mentioned earlier, they interact unusually. That includes avoiding eye contact, appearing awkward, maintaining the same facial expression, like not smiling in response to someone sharing good news, not using gestures or posture changes throughout the conversation, and or exhibiting an unusual speech pattern, like a flat, high pitch or inappropriately loud voice. Okay, loud voice. Okay, to be honest, I can be very loud to other people. Like even people can be like, yeah, we can hear you, and people have to shush me sometimes. And I didn't know that my volume can be quite high sometimes, that I need someone else to tell me. But now that this has been a recurring thing, I'm trying my best to maintain my volume to make it lower. Even when I get excited, I tend to like scream or whatever. I'm like, yeah, relax. Because thankfully I have friends that kind of try to calm me down and then like, make me chill. Because some of those friends that I know, thankfully a few of them have this condition as me, and then they kind of like more aware of the condition compared to me. Like I'm still knowing more of myself having this condition, and knowing all this, I'm like, it's still a process for me to adjust myself, and adjustment is one of the major challenges to me, to be honest. And even when it comes to social communication, I can talk like a normal person. It's just that the way I did it, like speech is okay. I mean, language is fine. It's just the volume and the way I deliver the speech, like how loud can I be, and also is there any gestures to use? Sometimes my gestures can be like out of place or something, like right now. Like, see, people think that I'm making a fool of myself, but sometimes there are times that I make a fool of myself, but there are times that I like not aware of my facial expressions. Like one time I was rehearsing for something, and then my trainer noticed that, yeah, you don't notice you're smiling, right? I mean, this is not supposed to be a funny scene. I mean, it may look funny, but you're supposed to be a bit serious about it. And then she told me to look at a mirror and then try to reenact the scene. And I was like smiling. I'm like, I did not know I was smiling. I'm like, okay, that's so messed up. I'm like, okay, I need to be more aware of my emotions and how I do my facial expressions. So, I would say it's still a work in progress in my social communication interaction. Like, this is like a dilemma that has been ongoing for quite some time, and thankfully I have family and friends that kind of like look out for me and ensure that, yeah, I think you should tone down your volume. This is like a large gathering. You don't want to like shock the other people. And I have like people that kind of reminded me of these things. Like there are times that I got stern warnings without even knowing that I had this, and it's just fine. And I mean, I can forgive these people for them not knowing that I had this, because this is something that is invisible to everyone else until it gets visible for people to know me better. And it's like a stepping stone into knowing people like me better. So yeah, I think this is like a heavy topic to get started. If you have any questions about this condition that I have, this symptom, which is difficulty in communication, yeah, I can leave your comments down below, and I hope to see you in another vlog. So the next symptom is gonna be on the hypersensitivity. So yeah, that is really like a big thing, because yeah, I can see the picture there. hypersensitivity to sensory assaults. Yeah, that's gonna be an upcoming vlog very soon. Don't miss it. I hope to see you in that vlog very soon. See you. Bye.